Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This is Plan B Brewery. I forgot to take my bottle opener out before I started. This is farm beer, vintage 2020. An estate rye beer. Every ingredient in this bottle was grown on our humble farm in Poughkeepsie, New York. Danko rye comprises 100% of the grist and was harvested with the help of a 1947 Alice Chalmers? I don't know. Commerce? I don't know. Antique combine. Our Cascade hops were handpicked and added to the coolship directly from the vine. The water is from our 603-foot well. The mixed culture from our beehives. This beer is Plan B. It's 4%. Bottle conditioned. Expect sentiment. Chill before opening. Yeah. Typical Plan B. This one's like a greenish yellowish color. It's a metallic. But yeah, it's like a slightly darker lime green color, I would say. Not much of anything on there. So let's see what we got. Why is this glass dirty? I don't understand. I think there's something going on with the water here or something. Got a little sediment in there. Probably because I was shaking it around. Because the glass isn't dirty. There's like a ring of like shit around the top. I don't know what that is. A little bit of sediment got in there. But yeah, that's yellow. It's a yellow, almost golden kind of color, like a deeper yellow. It's not completely clear, but even without the sediment in there, it would still have a bit of a haze to it. Not much of a head. And still not much of a head. So, yeah. I picked this up when Katie and I we did like a day trip. We stopped at a few places. We stopped at Peaceful Provisions in Beacon. Then we went to Poughkeepsie to go to Plan B. And then we went up to what's the name of the thing? Pittsfield, Massachusetts. And we went to Wandering Star, which is a brewery up there. And got vegan food and stuff like that. So, yeah. So I've had this for a month-ish. Let's see what it smells like. There's like this... It smells super cool. Because there's like this almost limeade kind of... Yeah. The lime aspect of it is kind of like a little more earthy than it is like a bright, like super bright, like sour lime kind of thing. Got a little bit of that. It just smells like a farm. Like it smells like you got that like kind of like a wet hay kind of thing. It doesn't smell too tart. There is like a slight limeade kind of tartness, but it does smell super tart. So, yeah, let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Oh, that was way more tart. That is way more tart than I was expecting it to be. And it's like, it's even worse because I just ate soup and I burned my mouth. So it's like making my mouth feel weird. Second sip wasn't as tart. You get I know with my palate, like, I don't drink a ton of like tart or sour beers all the time, so usually when I have one, the first sip is like palate wrecking, and then it gets a little better from there. Yeah, it still has like this like lemonade limeade kind of thing. If I were gonna do proportions, I would say it's like 25 to 30% lime and the rest lemon. Yeah. I don't know if there's some things that I'm not gonna be able to pick up because I burn my mouth, but oh well. Like 100% rye beer. I was expecting it to be a little more spicy. I don't know if that tartness is just overwhelming that or what, but it's super good. It's chuggable. I wish it was a little less tart. Yeah. There is like an earthy kind of like an herbal tea kind of thing. A little bit of like kind of a like I would describe it as like a combination of like it's a little bit straw but it's a little bit grassy kind of thing. It's definitely 4%. I'm just chugging the shit out of this. Yeah. That head is just like big soapy bubbles. But yeah. Now that I've tasted it, I'm not getting as much of that like limeade thing on the nose. It's coming off way more earthy. Way more earthy. Yeah. A little bit of that. Like wet. Like hay, straw. Horse blanket, I think, is a term that people use to describe that. It's very farmy. But what do you expect? It's literally called farm beer. So actually, I would probably be a little disappointed if that wasn't in there. Man. Even though it's a little more tart than I would like it to be, I'm still chugging it. It's so good. It tastes like some sort of like. It kind of tastes like some sort of like lemonade, like green tea kind of thing, except instead of green tea, you use like herbal tea. I wish I hadn't burned my mouth on that soup. But the soup, like this beer, was also very good, and I could not contain myself. Or, not contain. I could not control myself. I had to get it into my mouth as quickly as possible. I think I've drank enough of it where my mouth is starting to get a coating of it, because I'm starting to get a spiciness in here, and I think initially I was not getting it because my mouth is burned, and but yeah, there is a spiciness in here too. I was actually going to end this video like a couple minutes ago, but I kind of wanted to keep going to see if that was going to be the case. Yeah, and there's like there's like this cool almost fruitiness to it too. Like, I know, like, I'm saying, like, it's reminiscent of limes and lemons and stuff like that, but, like, I feel like there's... Like, there's this thing in here that is reminding me of, like, when I eat an apple. Yeah, this is super good. It's so good. I'm gonna put a cap in this and let I don't know if she's gonna like it as much. I don't know how she feels about like super tart beers, but boom. So yeah. It was so good. If they still have this at Plan B and you're in the area or plan on visiting, I would grab a bottle of this. I only bought one because we were doing a day trip kind of thing, and this was one of the first stops, and I didn't want to buy like a shit ton of stuff and spend all my money in one spot. So yeah. Plus, I got a bunch of beer here, and I don't think Katie would have let me bring back as much beer as I probably wanted to. But, yeah. So, this beer is awesome. You should try to get it if you can. Plan B is awesome, so even if they don't have this beer, you should try other beers that they have, because they're all really good. I don't know if I've had a beer from Plan B that was just like, meh. I might have had one or two here and there, but yeah, I hope you're doing well out there. Taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. You can like this video if you would like to. You can subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out 93lumber. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.